Hello, welcome back to Marta from Sparta. I am so excited for this episode. In this episode, we will create three-dimensional, very beautiful, modern looking artwork which will serve us as a family tree. I am making this piece of artwork for the family member which is expecting third baby, and this is super exciting. So I was thinking that as a gift for the baby, I will create the artwork which will be family trees. I'm listing all materials over here, and I'm gonna also link them in description below. This is a little bit more advanced project, I'm gonna say. I have little bit of experience with working with a plaster and spackle, so this is not my first time actually working with this type of materials. So obviously you have to choose the canvas of the size which gonna fit your space and needs, and you do not have to do the family tree. You can do anything you want to. In my case, as I explained, I wanted to do the family tree because this is gift for the family member which is expecting baby. So I started with a drawing general outline of the tree, and I draw it on the plain canvas with my pencil. And I have to say that I didn't put to this part of the process a lot of thought because I thought I just want to have very busy tree on top and enough spaces for my family to put their names on the branches. And I went like very simple because again I didn't work with plaster of Paris and the cake types yet. I never even decorated cake before this way, so it's fairly new experience for me with this type of tool, not plaster of Paris. So I saw this tip how to fill up the cake tubing without a mess. You put it in the plastic cup and you fold it over, and then you basically fill up your tube um, with product material you need for whatever project you are doing. In our case is a plaster, and then you basically twist it on top and you put the tip of the size and shape you want for your project, and you just have fun with it. I managed to have very nice consistency for the plaster, so it was very easy for me uh, to squeeze it out and actually follow the tree line. um, I added a white paint to the plaster because I wasn't sure what color I want my artwork to be after all. I was on the fence with that, and because we do not know gender of the baby, I was thinking maybe I should do just like a pure white. But then you're gonna see later on the video, I decided to go with specific color theme, and it's not related to baby gender because we still don't know what the baby gender is. So before you're gonna actually start to squeeze on your artwork, whatever you decide to do, if you're going with the same idea as I did and do the uh, family tree or whatever shape you're planning to do, I would recommend to do a first like few squeezes on a side so you make sure that there is no air on your piping. And then as you see on the video, it's super easy. I just follow the lines, and I'm just having fun with it. And I was keep twisting and squeezing more and more project. I was trying to actually go with a one line and do not have breaks. And I had some air here and there in my piping, which you see like tiny breaks on my tree, but I will fix it later once I am done with following all the tree lines, because plaster of Paris is drying super fast, so you have to work with it. I'm not sh- I'm not gonna say you have to rush, but depends on the consistency and how much water you are adding. Plaster of Paris dries and getting thick fairly fast. So I wanted to finish covering all my lines first, and then I'm gonna take care of all these tiny imperfections which I had when I was squeezing the plaster out of the tubing. Once you're done with covering your lines with a plaster, you obviously have to leave it to dry for at least 24 hours before you're gonna go ahead and color it if you wish to, or paint it just plain white. But before next step, you must let it dry for at least 24 hours. I really loved how the tree came out, and I think my mixture of plaster wasn't really perfect, or maybe I did add a little bit more, too much paint to it, because I had little bit cracks on my tree. But I wasn't really concerned for it because I knew that I will fill up my cracks with the paint, and I'm gonna make my tree branches really nice and smooth. So I decided to go with a blue color of background. And again, it's not related to the baby gender. I just thought that it's gonna have, it will be beautiful blue positive background for the tree, kind of like a sky. I painted whole artwork with a blue, including the tree branches, because I wanted to cover first of all the crack and start to fill them up with the paint cracks and start to fill them up with the paint. And I was using acrylic paint, I believe it was all surface acrylic paint, or just like simple acrylic paint. I was dipping a little bit in the water, but I try to stay away from diluting the um, my acrylic paint and keep it as thick as possible. So again, I can fill up these cracks from drying. When my plaster was drying, actually it cracked more. So I wanted to make sure I get in every corners and cover everything really nicely. So once I'm gonna actually do the branches and the tree itself, I'm not gonna have any white canvas, popping, and I'm not gonna see any white color. I am the type of artist with also I love to cover sides of my canvas with the same color. I do not like to leave sides of the canvas white in case someone wants to hang it without the frame. I have to say that some of it cracked, but I think the formula I'm gonna show you on the other one, it's not right, and it's not that easy to create and tie the formula, which spackle not gonna crack. I don't mind cracks on the tree. I think it makes the tree more authentic, so that's fine. But I learned from that it's actually not that easy to create easy formula, and I added glue. I will explain everything a little bit later. And I tried two different brushes, so also don't buy cheap brush because you're gonna have a lot of hair left over on your painting, and then you're gonna have to go through additional work to pick up all this hair because you're not gonna like them being there and creating this texture. And so invest in better brush. I disagree with other video that you can use the cheapest brush. I wouldn't do that because the cheapest brush, I had like a semi-medium expensive brush, and it was also losing some hair, and I didn't like it, so I have to pick them up. So cheap brush gonna lose tons of hair, and it's gonna totally ruin the art. So, and the last part, last step of this project was me painting tree itself. I decided to go with the gold color. I thought it's gonna be beautiful, elegant pop of color. And if the parents gonna use black marker and white marker to put a family member's names on it, the gold never gonna compete with that, and the name's gonna be always standing out. So I went with gold, and this gold paint is very thick. So during this process, I managed to fill out all branches or cracks on the branches. So there is none. As a final result, I have 0 cracks on the tree. It came out gorgeous, and I hope my family will love it, and I cannot wait when they're gonna put and fill this family tree with the names, and I cannot wait to see it, and I hope they're gonna love this custom gift. I hope you guys enjoy that video as well, and maybe that will give you a fun idea for the gift as well. And again, it doesn't have to be family tree. I'm just showing you technique which I saw myself on Instagram reel, and I try to figure it out how to turn it into something which I want to make, and in my case it was family tree, and I really loved it. And I think I'm gonna create one more like this in different color theme for myself. And thank you so much for joining again. If you have any ideas and you want me to test something or figure out how to make something, leave me a comment below. And if I can't, I will be more than happy to try it for you. See you next week.